This is what you gotta do to survive 30 days at sea.
Wow!
So we have been doing so many boat jobs. I don't even remember like half of them. We just decided to make one more list with things that need to be done before we go. And of course that list is still bigger than we would like it to be. And we're gonna try to just work on this and nothing else. And there is like 25 things on it. That's it. 25 things and then we can go. It just never ends.
The tow rail has lots of new toys right there, but we need to remove them and reattach them. So this block needs to go there, which means the lines are too short, which means I need to buy new lines.
I added your lines to the list, so now it's 26.
Okay, thank you. This boat has become a contraption. We have to change stuff.
I'm Mandy, this is Alex, and together we're Mandy and Alex. We just had a baby, little Levi, and are almost ready for our first ocean crossing. Before we do though, subscribe and join us this episode on our final days of preparation before we cast the lines and sail off into the big unknown.
We were sailing down from Lanzarote to Gran Canaria and we used the spinnaker pole to test our downwind setup. After 24 hours we saw some minor chafe on the Genoa sheets, which will probably lead to major chafe if we do more than a day. So I want to introduce you to the world's greatest invention ever, which is shrink tube. I attached one already. Looks pretty good.
Subscribe and
I'm gonna do the
this
second one
on our final days of preparation.
I guess we'll try it when we go out again.
And
I hope it works.
sail off into the big unknown.
Today we're pulling out a new halyard and we're using the method that our friend Herbie from Rigging Doctor suggested.
We looked up a video and that was the first one that came up.
Pretty good SEO on that video. Mad respect. Why are we pulling a spinnaker halyard through?
Well, we don't have a spinnaker.
Andy's gonna bring a spinnaker for the crossing, which means we need to rig the boat for a spinnaker, which means spending half a fortune on blocks and shackles and lines. So thanks Andy for breaking the bank, even without having to buy a sail. So we're using a really thin line and a piece of bike chain, which is magnetic, and just use this as a feeder line to pull down the mast and get it out of the thin slot easy.
Easy.
Easy! When we have the feeder line, we're gonna pull the spinnaker halyard through. How much?
I think about 20 centimeters, I guess. Maybe you let your dad hold it so you have two hands?
Like this?
You really don't want your dad to help you? No, alright,
No,
right. Alex kann alles selbst.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So I was a bit dumb. I didn't bring a magnet on a stick. And also the magnet is a bit too weak, so I lost the chain midway. But I looked inside and it seems like all the lines are like stretched in and there's no crossovers, so that should be fine. But now I have a magnet on a stick, jerry rigged, and I'm gonna get it out of the slot, I'm sure.
Get it out, my arms too short. You did it!
I got it!
You did it!
Whoopee!
Thank you, Herbie.
Let's do that. Let's pull that little thread and see what happens. Pull the right one though. There we go. There it is. Wow, that somehow was easy, huh? Does it still feel smooth? No squeaky there.
Hello!
Hello.
Today we are upgrading our coastal cruising life jackets into proper offshore life jackets. We have a few toys.
As far as that's possible, but we're trying. And we got like a bunch. We got like 8 jackets. So now we're actually gonna look for some people that need some, and we're just gonna pick out the 2 best ones for ourselves.
Yeah, because
one is a bit different, and I like that. And I just found out that apparently this one has some kind of like hood in it. Let's have a look how this spray hood works.
oh, there's a light in it.
Oh, there's loads of stuff in this jacket. It's a good thing we check it once in a while. We got a light here. We got a little tube to blow it up ourselves, which we're gonna check. And then apparently this is my hood. It can't be too big-headed.
You want to test the light?
Oh yeah,
It works.
it works.
Good.
Oh, look at that. I have a whistle. And then this is my inflation device. This is a little cylinder that has air in it. And when we touch the water, this will make the cylinder go off and blow up your vest.
Can you get your blinky light?
So my blinky light,
Wow. Okay, now we leave this for 24 hours and see if it comes back still.
if it stays the same, yeah.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna show you this one.
Oh yeah. We got this little MOB1. It's an AIS sender, and it also sends out a DSC alarm to our VHF in case one falls in the water and it sets off. In order for it to actually send out the DSC alarm to our radio or our VHF, we need to program our MMSI into both devices before we put them into our life jacket.
So in order to program this, we don't need to have a USB slot or anything. No, this works with light. And for that, I go to the website of Ocean Signal, I put in my MMSI, and that generates a black and white Morse-like-ish code that then flickers the whole screen, and I'm going to put the device top down on the screen. The light receptor in this thing will then catch up on the Morse code-ish like flickering and program the MMSI into the device. And then it's all set, and when I throw it in the water, our radio will go off.
Somebody was sleeping and decided to wake up before we were done. So we're gonna do it together now, aren't we? All right. Let's now put it into our life jacket.
It barely fits, but it does fit. But this life jacket does not have a secluded bladder. It's kind of sewn in. So the trigger needs to be attached somewhere there. So when it actually blows up, the line gets pulled out and it gets activated. It does work, it's a bit clunky. Maybe newer life jackets are a bit better equipped, but yeah, it's fine. Let's close it up. Good.
What are you up to at the moment?
I just activated the inReach again, and it always takes a bit. It's not like super easy peasy going, but apparently works better than the competing one. Because I just got the message that the plan is activated. Now we have unlimited. We can just send unlimited texts and get 2-minute tracking intervals for the next month. And that's pretty nice.
That's how people can follow us. This thing over here is called an EPIRB, which stands for Emergency Position Indicator Radio Beacon. And that means that when you are at sea and you're ever in real trouble and you want the search and rescue to find you, you can use this device to send out a message. You can either push the button here in the back, or if you are actually sinking and this one touches the water, it will send out an emergency signal automatically. It is pretty cool because the GPS position that it sends out, it will keep renewing that every few minutes, and it has an accuracy of about 100 meters. That makes it a bit easier to find you if you're floating somewhere at sea. The cool thing is that it's portable, as you can see, so if you ever have to jump into your life raft, you can just take it with you and they can still find you. Like everything on the boat, it needs regular servicing, and the battery expired like half a year ago, so we need to replace that. And of course it is a pretty costly thing. Just to replace the battery on this one, it costs about 300 euros. And if you want to do a test and make sure that it still works, it costs you a couple hundred more, which means that it's probably cheaper to buy a new one. But we have a McMurdo G5, which is a bit more expensive, and it does pay off for us to actually get the battery replaced. So this is what I'm going to do right now. It was hard to find a company, and I need to go for a little bit of a drive to get that done. I made it up to the office that checks the EPIRBs, and I thought it was an okay drive, but like it's 4 kilometers, and that's okay because I have my e-scooter. It was just not fully charged, and it's on top of a hill, so it's really steep. And I decided to walk the last kilometer because I'm afraid otherwise I have no battery anymore, and I'm gonna have to walk all the way back. So I prefer to walk uphill a kilometer and then go downhill and hopefully make it all the way back. It's the only company that does the McMurdo EPIRBs. In the marina they only do other brands, so I had no choice. I had to go here. It's a few days later now, and the company that did the servicing, Bridgecom, was actually really nice to us, and they delivered it back to the boat. So I didn't have to go all the way back uphill to get it. The battery is now good until December 26. So another job done. How does this work? Alright, done. Hey guys, so I've been struggling a little bit to get things done with the little one over here. I tried to make a meal plan for the crossing because we're gonna be 3 people and then the little one, and we don't have a very big boat, so provisioning is gonna be not as easy as I thought it would be. I thought I could just buy loads of stuff, throw it in the bilges, you know, and be fine. But I realized that we might take up to, I don't know, 25 days. And 25 days means 3 meals a day is 75 meals. And then maybe I do need some meal planning. So I'm working on that one. I actually started with just making a list of all the food I would like to have, like canned food, fresh foods, dried foods, anything that also stays good outside the fridge for a little bit longer. I've been checking out this Facebook group called Cooking on the Boat for some recipe inspiration, and with all that information, I'm trying to make a list of food that we need to buy. And then of course there is the issue of water. We calculate with about 2.5 liters of drinking water a person a day. And then of course we need some maybe beer, some wine, maybe some champagne to celebrate that we arrive, or like a halfway point. So that is so much stuff, and the boat feels already so heavy. I'm so curious how low we're gonna be in the water when we're completely stocked up, and also where we're gonna put all this stuff. I'm gonna continue my shopping list and my meal preparation list, and I will show you what I did when it's done. So this is the first one of, I think 4 stores we're going to get everything that we need. Little is always a good one for the basics. Damn! I've been trying to do an inventory because we had quite some stuff still on the boat, like rice and pastas and some canned food. I already did 2 provisioning runs also. I went to different stores and I do it in little bits, so it's not like a lot. And it still is a lot. So tonight, like in 2 hours, they're gonna come with our biggest provisioning, and we're gonna have to have a place to store that. So I'm trying to put this all away before they come and hope that it works. But as you can see, the boat is a gigantic mess, and outside it's not a lot better. But we are getting there, and I feel like if we have this cleaned up, we're almost good to go. Are you ready to go too soon? Yeah, he's ready. He's ready! As you can see, there's quite some stuff next to me on the table. We got everything delivered from Mercadona, one of the stores that I went to. The guys are headed out now to get some food. There is actually a burger place around the corner that sells Dutch food, and I did not expect that. So I am going to have my broodje frikandel tonight, which is making me incredibly happy. While they are gone, I'm gonna try and at least pack some of the canned food, see how far we get with that, so I know how much I have left for the next shopping. Wish me luck. So I found some time off to leave the boys behind and go for a little bit of a shopping trip. From a friend I heard there's this Asian store, and this is like, it's heaven. They have all the good stuff for really good prices, and one of the things I found is this here. Coconut powder. If you add water to it, you have coconut milk. And I use coconut milk for so many things, and this is so perfect because it's just so small. It's so much easier to store than the cans. So I'm gonna bring a bunch of that because that's hard to find. Also, they have sesame oil. Look at that. They have rice vinegar. They have all kinds of soy sauce. So everything I need. I'm a happy girl today. Hey, Kniffel, are you having fun? Yeah, Is it good? You liking the stuff we're buying? I think that's a yes. You get all the stuff?
We got all the stuff.
Yeah. Fresh stuff. And more fruits and veggies. So that was the pre-last. Food delivery 3 of 4. It's really good that all of the shops do that. And some of them actually do it for free. So that's really awesome. And today we got Carrefour, which has an amazing selection of veggies actually. So that's where we got all our fresh stuff yesterday. It's gonna be a lot. We still have to hang up our fruit nets and stuff like that to actually store it. So that's gonna be a job for today.
2 hours later.
Food is coming. The poor guy was in the wrong pontoon. They had some trouble finding us, but they're here. So let's get all of our fresh stuff. It's gonna be a lot again.
Okay.
It's all there.
Machst auf einmal Spaß?
Hi Knif! Hallo! Ja! Begin je het te begrijpen?
What is the weekend?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Today Mandy's doing her best to create a somewhat full cockpit enclosure because we have our big bimini that we sourced from a 43-foot Jeanneau, and we have the original spray hood, and got rid of the smaller bimini that we had, which had a full cockpit enclosure in the first place. So now we need extra pieces to sew in between. We kind of wanted to close this in between spot right there, because we believe that when wind hits us, it would be nice to have it closed.
The main problem is actually that when it rains, it seems like we have a lot of roof, but everything gets wet because it somehow always comes through here and just makes everything wet. Our original piece goes up to here, that I'm just now making smaller, but I want to have like a part here. So we have a little bit of extra protection coming in from the side, but this is like, it's a bit curvy. And then this angle here is not 90 degrees, but like 85. So we're just kind of winging it and hoping that it stays nice and tight once it's on.
And now it's done. Yeah, that's how it goes. There we go. It feels so much better already. Just being closed off from the front. That's where the rain comes in, that's where like waves and wind comes in. So if your head is not in the wind, like sailing is different. It's really different. So that was a very important piece. Wow! How are the projects going?
Alright, I guess.
Anyways, what are you doing now?
Yeah, next step is going to be the shade. That's going to be here in the back. So we will keep sun and hopefully wind out. It used to fit the old bimini, but this one is a bit bigger and a bit higher, so I just fashioned some extra pieces of Dacron. I'm just going to sew that on together with the zipper and then see if it fits, and then that is hopefully an easy job.
So right over there on the other pontoon, they're sailing Sunday. We met them for a drink, but Mandy decided to stay a bit longer while I went back to rebed the stern seal.
I was just doing some socializing. They're really nice people.
They are.
They're really cool.
But we have how many days left before we go?
I don't know, 8?
I also rebedded the windlass because that's leaking, and if we're wave smashing on there, we're gonna have wet bed, and that's not a good.
On the next passage we hopefully get a couple of good waves over the bow, or like a good rain, so we can figure out if we stay dry inside. Good job, babe. Next one off the list. Was it on? No, it was not on the list actually.
What happened?
I'm just singing the song for him.
What did we do the last 1 hour?
Oh, I've been sewing and talking to Sailing Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I've been doing good.
Yeah, for sure.
No?
Yeah, great.
I feel like you're being sarcastic. So we've been working on making halfway of a full cockpit enclosure. This is the front now. Then for the back we got the shade panel. We have less wind coming in and we have some shade. And then here at the bottom we got the netting so nothing can fall out. So I think we're doing good. Almost ready. Today I'm gonna work on the panels. Gonna make side panels here, which I think will be easy, but since it's not just straight and there's always a bit of a curve in it, it might be less easy than I thought. I'm just gonna do the sewing part myself, and then I'm gonna go over to Alicia's. Just gonna make them punch a few holes and put like little metal rings so we can then attach it with some bungee cords to the lifelines and to the tow rail. So what you doing?
The boat was in the water for about a year, barely moving, and the anti-fouling held up pretty nicely. It's just on the waterline there's this much of a hard coral. That's not coral. I'm not killing coral, don't worry.
It looks like shrimpies, right?
Yeah, I'm just scratching that off with the stainless scraper, and it feels like I'm scratching paint off because it gets all white. My arm! But I touched it and it has a bit more substance, so I just kept scratching, and now it's just everything's gone. Now we just have like a little bit of slime, but if I'm done with this, I think it's a pretty good day. It's 4 more meters, and I did the other side already. So
nice. Oh, all right. Doing good job.
see the pieces? Oh, thank you for taking B-roll. Oh, there you go. Hi. Oh, this piece is bad. Jesus.
It's worse than the other side.
Yeah.
Don't lose the tool.
I have salt in my eyes. Oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
Look at that. So thin.
You're getting so strong.
Yeah.
So working on the last preparations, doing the laundry today. So I found a good place to do it. It was a bit of a hassle to get here because I have my scooter and 2 massive backpacks, one in the front and one in the back. It's too far to walk and I want to be quick. I got all the laundry done. It was a lot more than I thought it was, but I have it washed and dried, halfway folded. Now just clean up and food. Then I think we're ready, right?
Yeah.
Did the delivery already come with the food?
Nope.
All right, so one more storage problem
Yep.
to solve. Oh, all right. Subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you love your mama.
Oh my god, that's genius. Everybody loves their mama.
We're gonna go viral now.
Oh gee, finally. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Do you have something to say, Knuffel?
You don't enjoy your life? Come on.
Come on, tell us.
You're on a mountain. There's nothing better than being on a mountain.